Hi, I'm Zach. Behind the camera's Tim. We're out here with our lovely wives, Tracy and Justine. We all want to welcome you to a table outside. We thought what better to cook today than an autumn favorite, rack of lamb with a parsnip puree and roasted Brussels sprouts. Right, we're gonna get started with the parsnip puree. So what we're gonna need is 450 grams of parsnips. We're going to cut the ends off and peel them and then chop them into smallish chunks. Then we are going to get 8 cloves of garlic here. We're going to douse them with a little bit of olive oil and roast them on a tray over the fire for about 20 minutes, just to get that nice roasted garlic flavor. Then what we have is a quarter of a teaspoon of coarse ground black pepper, then a half a teaspoon of salt. Again, not iodized salt. We like using cooking salt or kosher salt. And then once this is chopped and cooked and ready to go, we're going to put it into the water and boil it until it's soft. We're going to add the roasted garlic, we're going to juice of 2 lemons, half teaspoon of salt, and the quarter teaspoon of coarse ground black pepper, and then 2 tablespoons of butter, and we're going to puree. Huge shout out to Husk Japan. They sent us this wonderful knife, cuts like butter, even through bone. It stays sharp. It's made of Japanese steel. If you don't have a Husk knife, I suggest you go on their website and get one. We'll put the link in the comments section below. So shout out to Tim and Justine. They just did their anniversary in Tuscany.
Yes,
they brought me back this nice Italian olive oil.
Ooh.
Tastes lovely. Going to use it today.
That was not planned, I promise. I did not know he was going to say that. You know what? If you're going to call yourself the table outside, you might as well do absolutely everything outside.
Absolutely.
In the meantime,
Parsnips are normally hard to cut, but you know, for some reason they're always a little bit harder than a carrot for me. But man, this is slicing right through.
although it's sunny today, there are loads of clouds, so the light will be coming and going. I'm doing my best to keep it as consistent as possible.
So while the parsnips are on to boil and the garlic is roasting, what we're going to do is we're going to make our Brussels sprouts, get ready to put them on. So we have a kilo of Brussels sprouts. We have 1 teaspoon of red pepper chili flakes, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper. We have olive oil and balsamic vinegar as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our Brussels sprout, we're going to chop the end off, cut them in half, put them onto the pan. Once all that's done, then we're going to douse them with the olive oil, make sure they get nice and involved. Then we're going to start with our salt, garlic powder, pepper, and red pepper flake. Make sure they're nice and coated with that. And then lastly, we're going to sprinkle a little bit of balsamic vinegar over the top of them, put them on,
Let them
20
roast.
minutes. Got to keep an eye on it though. Times and temps can vary depending on the weather. We're in England. It's a little bit cold, so it might take a little bit longer. I like my Brussels sprouts to have flavor, and everybody knows here at the table outside, we like a lot of flavor.
Another amazing way of doing Brussels sprouts, if you've not had them yet, is Brussels sprouts and pancetta. We will do another episode of that because, hey, we are in the season of Brussels sprouts, so we might as well.
Yeah.
But they're an amazing
And if
way
you're-
of having them together.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're bored with the traditional way of cooking Brussels sprouts as we're going into the holiday season, this is another way that you can cook. So add this to your recipe books. Shout out to Calcotthall Farm Shop, where we source all of our produce for our filming. They have really great products there. If you are in the Brentwood, Essex area of England, give them a try. You will not be disappointed. Their products are great.
Incredible.
Just a drizzle over the top. Don't need too much.
Wine of choice?
Well, today is a Chateau La Grande Clotte. It is a Bordeaux Blanc, 2010, from Michel Roland.
Onwards, dear sir.
He's back.
He's back. I want to take some time to give a shout out to Risdons Butchers in Calcotthall Farm Shop here in Brentwood, Essex. Thank you so much for doing these, the special cut of the rack for us. Look at that. They did a great job scoring the fat, but also Frenching the bones. If you're around Brentwood, Essex, go to the farm shop, see Neil, Toby, and the boys. They're at Risdons Butchers. They get great stuff. The first one is going to be more traditional style. You're going to coat it in olive oil, then use fresh rosemary, salt, and pepper. Rub it in nice and straight. Maybe pat this time instead of rubbing it. They know who they are.
Oh, classic.
And the second one is going to be a herb and mustard crumbed rack of lamb. Got this recipe from Oklahoma Joe's, which obviously we're using Oklahoma Joe Highland Offset Smoker today. You guys make a great product. Oklahoma Joe's, shout out to you in Charlborough, UK for stocking the product. If you want to make it look pretty, wrap the bones, the French bones, in foil because it keeps them from burning. They stay nice and white, just a good contrast. It's not because aliens are coming and people's trying to read brainwaves or weird shit like that. Just wrap it in foil. Trust me, it's worth it. We're going to rub this down with olive oil, salt, and pepper. Cook it for 2 minutes on each side, then bring it back out. At which time we're then going to take the already chopped mint, rosemary, and parsley, combined with 2 cups of breadcrumbs. We're going to take that and mix it together really nicely. Then we're going to take the Dijon. We're going to rub the Dijon on the fat side. Going to rub the meat, not pat it. Dang it. Rub the meat down with the Dijon, and then we're going to take that breadcrumb, rosemary, parsley, mint mix, and then put it on top.
Oh my goodness.
And then cook it until it's done. Let's get started. You might be wondering how much salt and pepper to use. Just whatever you like, how much you like. I mean, I can give you a specific set, you know, maybe a teaspoon and a teaspoon, or half a teaspoon and half a teaspoon. But it's always more of a what's your preference type of thing as well.
But like you said in a previous episode, when you're actually applying it like this, you lose some. So a little bit extra is not going to hurt. Ben's busy.
I have it like that, and I'm not afraid to use it.
We're going to use our Meter Plus meat thermometer that can be inserted directly into the meat as it cooks. So you want to find probably the middle of the meat, not on the bone, and insert it like yay, like that. And now we're going to put them on. Shout out to Meter Plus. Love it.
Off we go.
Got to be quick with this, quick sticks.
They look incredible. They smell even more amazing.
All right, Meter says remove from heat. We're gonna remove from heat, and we're gonna let it rest. It's time to make the puree while the lamb rests. Hey, we're in England. What do we need? An Englishman with an umbrella. Why? Because it's raining. Guys.
Adele
Adele?
to set fire to the rain.
Brilliant.
Amazing.
Brilliant.
Oh,
This is why we need a cover, guys. If you're out there, you want to give us a cover, you want to build us a cover, you want to help us out, we'll take it. Yahtzee!
Well, yes, we'll do that. So.
Yep. We're gonna take our roasted garlic, throw it in. We're gonna take salt, throw it in. Gonna take pepper, throw it in. Cream from inside the fridge.
Tracy,
It's
that's
coming
your
out.
cue.
Coming out. But while we wait on the cream, we're gonna juice 2 lemons, squeeze the lemon.
Thank you, Tracy.
She's hot, isn't she? This is Jersey extra rich cream. All right, so now what I'm gonna do, folks, is I'm gonna do something that most people shouldn't do, is in the rain, plug in something outside. Because it's the table outside, we like to take risks. I think it's good. Just kidding. Damn.
When Zach pulls that face, you know it's good.
We have our herb and mustard crumb lamb chop, or a rack of lamb slice. And we have our traditional slice rack of lamb with our puree of parsnips and our roasted Brussels sprouts with a little bit of mint sauce and horseradish on the side.
It's so weird being on this side of the camera. Bit of this, a bit of that, bit of that. Glory. Well done, my boy.
And From Zach, Tim, and the crew here at the table outside, cheers. See you next time.
Cheers. You have smashed this out the park.
Nice to have you on this side of the camera, bro.
It's nice to be on this side of the camera. Don't send me one. Huh?
Yes, you can.
You're not supposed to break.
I love lamb.
Surprised you.